If you're a man over 60 and you haven't ejaculated in a long time, stop whatever you're doing and listen closely, because what I'm about to say may shock you. Not releasing for months or even years could be quietly damaging your prostate, your hormones, and your vitality. I've seen men who thought avoiding ejaculation was healthy only to discover it was the very thing draining their strength and energy. I'm Dr. Mohi Kara, a urologist and men's health specialist with more than 3 decades of experience helping men restore their confidence, their sexual health, and their quality of life. I've spent my career studying how aging affects male hormones, erections, and prostate function. And I can tell you this with certainty. Your body was never meant to stop releasing. Here's the paradox that most men don't realize. Society tells older men to slow down, to suppress their desires, as if aging means the end of intimacy. But biologically, your prostate never stops producing fluid. When you stop releasing it, pressure builds up inside your body, creating silent problems that can weaken your vitality over time. In this video, I'll explain why regular healthy ejaculation is not only safe, it's essential. It protects your prostate, balances your hormones, and keeps your energy alive. And if you stay with me until the end, I'll reveal exactly how often you should release, what it means if no semen comes out, and the safest way to keep your prostate and hormones strong after 60. Before we get started, take a moment to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. That way, you'll never miss another video designed to keep your prostate, hormones, and vitality strong after 60. And if this message resonates with you, type 1 in the comments to show your support. If not, type 0 and tell me what topics you'd like me to cover to help you live stronger and healthier. Now, let's get straight into it. Before we talk about how often you should release, we need to understand why ejaculation still matters after 60, because most men think it's optional. But in truth, it's one of the key functions that keeps your prostate, hormones, and energy alive. 1. The forgotten function. With the forgotten function, ejaculation still matters after 60. Most men don't realize this. But your body never truly retires from being a man. Even after 60, your prostate is still working every single day, quietly producing fluid, preparing for release, maintaining a system that naturally designates stay active for life. The only difference is that somewhere along the way, many men start believing they no longer need to use it. Maybe you were told that sex isn't important anymore, or that holding it in helps you conserve a strength. But let me tell you what I've seen in my 30 years of medical practice. It's the opposite. When men stop ejaculating altogether, something deeper than just the body begins to shut down. Your prostate isn't just a small gland. It's like a living pump, a vital organ that depends on movement to stay healthy. When you stop releasing, that gland still fills with fluid day after day. Without release, that fluid thickens and the pressure builds. Some men start to feel pelvic heaviness or discomfort, but many don't feel anything at all. Yet inside, inflammation is slowly forming, circulation weakens, and the prostate can begin to enlarge. Over time, that stagnation can lead to more frequent urination, weak flow, or even long-term prostate problems. But it's not only physical. There's an emotional side that most men overlook. When you stop expressing your natural sexual rhythm, your body feels it, but so does your spirit. Many of my patients have told me they felt less alive, less motivated, or even less connected to the world around them. They describe it as if something within them slowly dimmed. That spark, that pulse that once gave them energy and confidence, begins to fade. You see, ejaculation is more than a physical act. It's a signal to your body that life is still flowing through you. There's also the hormonal side. Insider. Regular healthy ejaculation helps regulate testosterone and feedback signals between your brain and your testes. When that rhythm stops, testosterone can drop, leading to fatigue, mood swings, and a loss of drive. Not just sexually, but in daily life. That's why so many men who reintroduce healthy release later in life often tell me they feel lighter, more focused, and strangely younger. So the truth is simple. Ejaculation after 60 isn't about lust or ego. It's about maintenance, circulation, and renewal. It's about keeping the engine of manhood running smoothly, the way nature intended. And here's where it gets even more fascinating. When you stop releasing for too long, your body doesn't just store fluid. It begins to change how it processes hormones and blood flow altogether. In a moment, I'll show you exactly what happens inside your body when that natural rhythm disappears and why staying inactive can quietly rob you of your vitality without you even noticing. 2. What happens inside your body when you stop ejaculating? Let me tell you something I've seen far too many times in my years as a urologist. A man walks into my office in his late 60s or 70s complaining that he feels tired all the time, that his energy isn't what it used to be, that he's lost his motivation and drive. When I ask about his sexual habits, he looks down, embarrassed, and says, "Doctor, it's been months, maybe years." He thinks it's normal that at his age, it simply doesn't matter anymore. But inside his body, things have been changing in ways he can't see. When a man stops ejaculating for long periods, his prostate doesn't stop working. It continues producing sinal fluid, waiting for a signal that never comes. That fluid gradually thickens, creating subtle pressure within the gland. The blood flow that used to rush through the pelvic region during arousal becomes sluggish, and oxygen supply, tautose tissues weakens. Without regular release, the muscles in the pelvic floor can start to tighten and lose flexibility, making it harder for blood to circulate freely. Hormones begin to shift as well. You see, the male body operates on a delicate feedback loop between the brain and the testes. Each ejaculation sends a signal that helps regulate testosterone, dopamine, and oxytocin, the very chemicals that keep you motivated, calm, and emotionally balanced. Without that signal, your testosterone can drift downward, your dopamine levels flatten, and your mood begins to dull. You might notice that you wake up without morning directions, that your sleep becomes lighter, or that you simply don't feel like yourself anymore. It's not agitat stealing your spark, it's stagnation. There's also a hidden emotional weight that builds when men suppress this natural process. Many of my patients describe a quiet frustration, a feeling that life has lost its rhythm. They might not say it out loud, but they feel it. The truth is, ejaculation was never just about physical pleasure. It's a biological reset button that clears tension, boosts circulation, and helps our body feel in motion again. Without it, you can begin to feel sick mentally, physically, and emotionally. And perhaps the most surprising part is this. When a man reintroduces healthy ejaculation after a long period of abstinence, it's like flipping a switch. Energy returns. The face brightens, the posture changes, and the mood lifts. I've seen men who thought they were finished suddenly rediscover that spark they thought was gone forever. But that's just the beginning. Because once you understand what happens inside the body when you stop releasing, the next question becomes far more important. How does ejaculation actually protect your prostate from disease? And that's where the science gets truly eye-opening. 3. Ejaculation and prostate health. Ejaculation and prostate health scientific link. Over the years, I've had countless men ask me, "Doctor, does ejaculation really make a difference to my prostate?" And every time I look them in the eye and tell them the truth, yes, it does. Not because it's about youth or desire, but because your prostate depends on it for survival. This isn't opinion, it's science. Your prostate isn't just there for reproduction. It's a living, breathing gland that must stay active to stay healthy. It's like the heart or lungs. When you stop using it, it begins to weaken. Let me explain this in simple terms. Your prostate's main job is to produce and store sinal fluid, the liquid that nourishes and protects sperm. When you release, you're not just ejaculating, you're cleansing that system. You're flushing out old, stagnant fluid that can otherwise accumulate and irritate the gland. When that fluid sits for too long, it thickens, the ducts narrow, and inflammation begins to rise. That's when many men start noticing discomfort, frequent urges to urinate at night, or a weaker stream. They think it's just aging, but much of it is due to stagnation deep inside the gland. There's even solid research to back this up. A Harvard study followed thousands of men over several years and found something astonishing. Men who ejaculated more than 20 times a month had a significantly lower risk of developing prostate cancer. Why? Because regular ejaculation clears out the old cellular debris, reduces oxidative stress, and lowers inflammation inside the prostate. It's like giving your gland a deep clean from the inside out. Nature built this system for a reason. It's self-maintenance through release. I remember one of my patients, Robert, who came to me at 68. He was experiencing constant pressure and frequent nighttime urination. When weather zested his medication and encouraged him to resume healthy, controlled ejaculation, something remarkable happened. Within 2 months, his symptoms eased. His sleep improved. And he said to me with a grin, "Doctor, I feel like my body finally woke up again." That's the power of circulation and release. Eater.